Yeah, so like I said before, that this is my voice. And this is my first time creating something like this. So we should expect it unexpected. Anything can happen anyway, but let's see how it goes. We hope this time around.
Okay, take two.
Do you think mental health is being perceived in your country?
In my country, I feel like mental health is something that is now it's a trending topic right now, especially after COVID. After COVID, I think a lot of people realize that they are struggling mentally, and there were a lot of posts about how to keep your mental health sane, like to protect your mental health. Yeah, then right now there are a lot of um, blogs, Instagram, TikTok about how to take care of your mental health in Nepal. So it's a very trending topic now, especially among younger generations. The older generations, they are, I guess, in a way, they don't really take it seriously. They feel like mental health. Oh, what's like you're just too sensitive or it's kind of something. I feel like the older generations, they don't really understand mental health that much yet. There aren't a lot of mental health organizations running yet, but there are some. They are trying to promote mental health awareness, and I'm aware of like 3 or 4 organizations that are promoting mental health very well in my country. And then they do offer like suicide hotline, and they are offering some like promotional discounts for people to promote people to seek help. It's like they're organizing events and then having sessions so that people can talk about their mental health, especially the younger generations there. Sadly, there's none yet. Like I read somewhere that in like that every year governments have this like financial budget, right?
Okay, yes.
So like in my country, sadly, like I read that the mental health institution, the budget is less than 1%.
That's 0.
Yeah, it's not even 1%. So I'm like, okay. So this is what I mean.
Mental health not being funded by government. I think it's like a general problem
Yeah.
everywhere. Because when I hear people talk about it in the context of their country, I hear things like we don't even have um, accessible mental health care, and then those who even have access to it is very expensive and all of that.
Phase when I was like super stressed about my applications to universities and everything. I was having these anxiousness, anxiety episodes, and I wanted to seek help, but I couldn't afford it.
Oh,
So it's very expensive. Like I felt like okay, mental health matters. Yes, mental health matters. I feel like it's more of like a privilege for people who can afford it. I actually had that concept in my mind, like maybe mental health is for the privileged people because the middle class income people, we have to work, and we have to take care of our mental health on our own. So I was able to get into one of these promotional services from one of the organizations, and I was able to get one session. It was helpful. So I was like, at least there are some organizations that are trying to promote mental health and they're actually doing a good job at it, I feel. But for the general public, I feel like if you want to seek mental health, so like specialists, you want to go look for a therapist, and it's going to be very expensive. Like you have to keep that in your mind, and then it's like that are just more stress. It's just like you're stressed, and it's like I know that some people in my life back in my country, they were able to get help, and then but I also know that it was very expensive for them. It was like when they were in the deep need that they were able to get help. So not until like people don't really tend to get help until like it's at the worst of situation. And I feel like we need to prevent that. I actually like saw this one stand-up comedian. She was joking like saying, mental health is like to look for services. It's so expensive that you'll be like, it's kind of like going to a doctor. You don't go to a doctor unless you're like very ill, because like if you go before, it's like it's too expensive, so you'll be like I'll just take care of it after because it's super expensive right now.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yes, that's true. It's too expensive, especially in my country right now. So it's like,
Yeah. Let us say it as well.
yeah. I mean, like even like school count. You know how like when you're in this right now in university, they're offering psychological help. They offer these kinds of things here in Europe apparently, but back in my country, it's like no. If you are suffering in school, it would be better if like the schools and university themselves also offer like this psychological counseling to guide these students. It can also help prevent the mental health from getting worse.
Hopefully, like I used
Yeah,
to say, things will get better.
nothing. It has to get better.
One of the goals I had this year is that I want to learn a new language.
Mm.
And I'm caught up in between what language should I learn? Should I learn French? Should I learn Spanish? Or should I learn Nepali? Yeah. So I wanted to teach me how do I say my mental health matters in Nepali. I want to learn.
Brace yourself,
Okay.
because there's one word that's very difficult.
Okay.
Okay. So my. So when you say my, it means mero.
Mirror.
Mero.
Mirror.
Manasik,
Manasik.
which means mental.
Mirror.
Manasik. Swasthya.
Swasthya. Mirror. Manasik. Swasthya.
Mahatmapurna.
Moi.
See that?
Hold on.
Ma,
Moi.
ha,
Huh?
tua,
Toi.
pu,
Pu.
pur, na.
Matwa.
Mahatmapurna tha.
To.
This is
Matwa punato.
yeah.
Ilera.
Ilera,
Opolo.
Opolo,
Opo.
Oppo,
P. Opo.
Oppo,
Opolo mi.
Opolomi.
Yes. Unche.
Iela,
Ilera.
Ilera, Opolomi,
Un.
mi,
She.
she,
Patsaki.
patsaki.
Yes.
That you're feeling lost, insecure, like anxious, scared, worried. It's okay that you're feeling that, and you just need to know that you're not alone, and that you can just like maybe call up a friend if you can't afford mental health. Like friends can be also in a way helpful as a therapy. So it's just like you're not alone, and then you can just take like one day at a time to fix your problems. There are always ways that you can solve it. So it's like don't take any pressure, stress. Just like take one day at a time, and just know that you're not alone. I think that's what matters. And you have moments of Bukola to help you in your journey of mental health. Yes.
That was like a free ad for me.
Yes. I'm promoting book moments of Bukola.
Okay, yeah. So, guys, I also want us to know that mental health is a common issue. It's what we all like. It's not a matter of whether you are tall, whether you're dark, whether you're rich, you're poor. Mental health issues can happen to anybody. But the most important thing is that it is treatable and it is manageable. And so let's try as much as possible to engage in this conversation about mental health, seek help when we need one. I really hope that we at least learn one or two things in this video. What do you think?
Yes.
So guys, you're welcome.
Peace out.